Welcome back as we count down to the July 25th Huntington, West Virginia Hot Dog Festival. I'm Lindsey Good, your tour guide for all things hot dog. Today we're going to take you on an adventure to meet your meat as we introduce you to hog farmers Tim and Stephanie Appleton of Milton Farms. Hi, we're here at Milton Farms with farmers Stephanie and Tim Appleton. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, wonderful. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we're Tim and Stephanie, and we farm this farm with my mom, Linda Miller, and this is Milton Farms. My dad named this farm for Miller, which is their last name, and Ton, which is our last name, Appleton, Milton, and that's how we got that name. We live here with our 4 kids, my mom and my niece. We have about 100 acres here, and we raise poultry and pork for the most part.
So what drives you to produce good local food?
Well, when we first started raising animals and gardens here, our primary motivation was raising healthy food for our family. And then after a time, we found we were raising more than we needed, and that's how we started branching out into public sales. And so our primary motivation still is healthy food for our family, but now we have plenty to share with others.
And thank you.
You're
I've
welcome.
had your products. They're great. Thank you.
Thank you.
So in your 10 years of farming, what are some challenges that you faced?
It's been challenging to keep up with the demand.
That's
because
right.
the demand has been really high for the pastured pork, and especially with some of the new customers that we've gotten recently, the demand's been really high, and it's hard for people to understand that things are seasonal. Like eggs are seasonal. We have lots of eggs right now. In January we won't,
And like the pork, we are not an industrial farm. We can only produce so much pork at a time, and so the customers don't realize that sometimes, where all they want is the bacon, and you only have so much bacon per pig. You can buy a pork chop too. It's okay.
And to grow a lot bigger means to change the way we do things, which is not what we're all about.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about your pigs.
Well, pigs are bred and born here at the pig barn, and when they're weaned and ready, they'll go out and would turn out into pasture. And they're fully pastured. They have free reign to do what pigs do: forage, turn the soil over, and eat whatever they want, which is everything. But yeah, that's what they do. And then when they're ready, they'll be carted off to the processor. So
They're also fed grain, free choice while they're growing, but it depends on the season. Like in the fall, they don't care too much about grain because they're eating nuts, and that's what they're happiest with. So
yes. Well, Tim, Stephanie, great. Thank you so much for taking the time and letting us be out here, and thank you so much for working with us on this project.
You're welcome. Thank
Yes.
thank you.
So we got a little bit rained out earlier, but as you can see, the weather's definitely in our favor now, and we've made our way on over a few miles down the road to Call Family Farm. And I'm standing here now with Stacy Call. Nice to meet you. So tell us a little bit about your farm.
Well, we got 100 acres here, and we do cattle mostly, and we do have a few sheep, and then as you've seen, we got some donkeys and ponies, but that's about all that stays here.
So I'm sure the people viewing this would like to know a little bit about your role in the all West Virginia hot dog.
Well, I was contacted about supplying the hamburger,
Yes.
so I guess that's my part, is to get the hamburger for it.
All right. I'd love to hear a little bit more about the breed of your cattle.
We do just all beef breeds, mostly Angus, Simmental crosses, and maybe a little bit of Charolais, and we do have a couple Hereford cows, and we'll IAI artificial inseminate about a half a dozen, so I can get one for the fair, and then we put the bulls with them, but most of our bulls is registered. We try to keep that pretty straight, so, and then all the calves, they all be similar when we go to sell them.
Okay. So what drives you to be a cattle farmer?
I love it. I like to fool with the animals and take care of them, and I just like it. And then I think it's we brought our son up with it since he was, well, a year and a half or 2 years old. He was out here following us around doing it, and you learn a lot of life lessons
Yes.
with him. I mean, see him born, see him die. I mean, I just like it. I don't know no different.
Stacy Call, thank you for today and introducing us to your farm. Now we are going to move on over now that you've met your meat into processing. Nelson's Meat Processing has been in operation for nearly 16 years and is one of 2 butchering facilities we will be using. The meat from the farms visited today will hang here for 10 to 12 days. Once the meat has properly aged, it is then ready to be deboned, ground, and moved to the meat packaging facility. From the slaughterhouse to the packaging, we find ourselves here at SS Logans, where we're going to check out how to make a hot dog. SS Logans began as a meat shop in 1925, where they continue to expand in the meat industry. The entire hot dog process takes 2 to 3 days. When the ground meat arrives, it is combined with SS Logan's signature blend of beef, pork, and seasonings. The blend has been moved into the Franco-Matic linker to make the famous shapes. Hundreds of wieners are linked together and carefully positioned onto trolleys. They are then rolled into a huge smokehouse that can cook up to 2,000 pounds at any given time. When fully cooked, they must cool completely in chillers. The final step is packaging, and you can see here my favorite, the decasing mechanism, as well as all the many steps in getting these products out to consumers. It is a delicate science to perfect ratios in the meat and keep consistency, and SS Logan strives to provide consistent quality to all of their customers. This is your chance right here, right now, to put money directly in the pockets of local farmers and a West Virginia hot dog right in the hands of festival goers. We are well on our way to bringing you a fresh, local, and delicious hot dog. Don't forget to donate and get some sweet incentives. And for more information on farms or how to get involved, just click on the links below. I hope you've enjoyed meeting the meat in this week's video. Stick with us next week as we check out what goes into making the buns. See you next time as we have fun with the bun.